Hello, my students, and welcome back. Today's lesson is on phrasal verbs. Now, we use phrasal verbs all the time in everyday conversation, and using phrasal verbs makes your English sound more natural and better. All right, so a phrasal verb pronounced with an F, like your phone, PH, so phrasal. A phrasal verb has two parts, a verb and a preposition. Okay, now these two words are next to each other in a sentence. Phrasal verbs have special meanings. There are thousands of phrasal verbs in English. Today we will learn verbs that use the preposition up. First, let's review. What is a verb? A verb is an action, like go or drive. Okay, what is a subject noun? Right, the person or thing that is doing the action. So remember, you need a verb and a subject noun to make an English sentence. Good. Now, what is a preposition? Let's pronounce this word backwards so we can see how many sounds it has. All right? This is what the word looks like what it sounds like. All right? So let's start with the last sound. Shun. Z, it has a Z sound. Z, shun. Z, shun. Preposition. Very good. All right, now do you notice that the word position is in this word? And a position is a place. So a preposition tells you the position or place of something or someone. For example, the man is in the car. All right, I have the verb is, subject, noun, man, and the position or place. Where is the man? In the car. So in is a preposition. Very good. There are about maybe 100 prepositions in English. There is an easy way to find words that are prepositions. Look at this sentence. It will help you understand. The airplane flies blank the cloud. What words can you think of that tells you the position or place of the airplane? These words are prepositions. All right, so now imagine that my hand is a cloud, all right, and that I have a toy airplane, okay? All right, so the prepositions tell you the position or place where the airplane is to the cloud, all right? So can you imagine some words that you might use, right? Okay, good, all right? So prepositions will tell you about the airplane's position or place by the cloud, okay? So here, this one here, what is this? Right, the airplane flies above the cloud. Very good. Now this one, the airplane flies below, good, the cloud, okay? Now this one, not like this, the airplane flies on the cloud, good. Now what about this one? Yes, the airplane flies over the cloud. And one more, this one, the airplane flies, what? Through the cloud. Very good. All right. So we like to know where things are, where their positions are. So, for example, my students, like, where am I right now? Where is my position, or where is my place, right? So I am. What am I doing? I'm sitting. Right. I'm sitting on a chair. So on a chair tells you my position. I'm in a room. That also tells you where my position or my place is. Okay? Very good. All right, so now you should study phrasal verbs with one preposition at a time. This is the easy way to learn. All right, so today we will study verbs that use the preposition up. All right, good. That's the end of the review, so let's begin the lesson. All right, the first verb group that uses the preposition up. This verb group means to move in this direction, up, all right? Means going higher, all right? So here are some examples. Pick up, get up, sit up, stand up. All right, so notice that the verbs are all different, but the preposition up is the same. All right, so I want to show you that with this example here. All right, so here I have a cookie. All right, this is a cookie, right? So I can pick up the cookie, right? Pick up the cookie and I will bring it up, you see? And I'll take a bite from it. I wish I could. But anyway, this is the pick up and take a bite, right? So it's moving, the cookie is moving in this direction towards me, towards my mouth, all right? So that kind of helps you visualize it a little bit, all right? So let's put some of these words into sentences, all right? So a phrase always goes into a sentence. A verbal phrase will go into a sentence. Number one, I can pick up the cookie, right? I can pick up the cookie. Number two, he should get up at 6 o'clock. Get up. What does that mean? Wake up, right? The position. You're laying down, but then you get up, right? So you're higher. You get up, get out of bed. Number three, I should sit up in my chair. And if I'm doing this, I should sit up. See, my position again was straight. So sit up. And number four, soldiers stand up to salute the flag, all right? That means they get on their feet, they stand up, all right? So it's moving up, okay? All right, now, the second verb group means to make something or someone better. So these verbs make something or someone better, all right? Do you remember that cookie that I had, right? The cookie, right? Well, how can I make it better? Well, I can make it better by adding 3 more cookies on top. All right, so now I have 4 cookies. And it went up, right? It went up. So 4 cookies are much better than 1. Yes. Oh, I wish I could eat them all. All right, so that's going up. 4 cookies are better. Now here are some examples of those phrasal verbs with that meaning. Speak up, turn up, cheer up, fix up, and dress up. All right, so this is their mean better, right? Better. So number 1, I can't hear you. Can you please speak up, right? So that means louder. If you speak louder, I can hear you, and it's better. Number 2, can you turn up the radio? It's not loud enough. So again here, turn up means, right, make it better so I can hear it louder. Louder is better. All right, number 3, Lucy will cheer up after she spends time with her friends. So right now Lucy is sad, but she will cheer up. She will smile when her friends come over. She will feel better, okay? And number 4, I want to fix up my room. Well, my room is messy, I mean it's not clean. So if I fix up, I make it better. What do? I clean my room. Very good. And then number 5, Leena needs to dress up before she goes to a fancy party tonight. So fancy means very, not casual. It's something very nice clothes. So if she has to dress up, she needs better clothes. So she cannot wear her t-shirt and jeans. She has to wear nicer clothes to dress up. All right, very good. All making better, right? All right. Now, the third verb group means to make something or someone appear, okay? To make it appear. So you can see something or you can see someone. It appears, right? It comes into your vision, your area of vision. For example, how many cookies do I have? Oh, that's right, you don't know because you don't see the plate, right? right? So let me bring them up. Let me bring them up. So look, now, right? Now you can see the cookies appear. Now you know I have 2 cookies, right? I brought them up, to bring up, to see, so you can see them with your eyes. Here are some words that use this meaning. Bring up, look up, show up, and read up. All right, this is all things that appear. Okay, sentence number 1. Let's put them into sentences. Number 1. You can bring up questions during the meeting. All right, so questions can appear in the meeting because you're going to bring them up. All right. Number 2, you can look up information on Google. Okay, it will appear. You will see it in front of you. It will appear because you're looking it up. All right, look up. Number 3, what time are you going to show up at the party? Okay, that means you will appear at the party. I will see you at the party. All right, and then number 4, I should read up about English verbs before the test. So you will see and you will study your verbs. So it will appear to you. All right, you will see the verbs. All right, good. All right, the last one, the last set. Verb groups. These words mean to divide into smaller pieces. All right, so these words are break up, chew up, crack up, and rip up. All right, so let's look at this cookie again. All right, here's the cookie. So if I take the cookie and I break it, it's gonna, see, it breaks up. It breaks up. All right, so here it is, two pieces now. It's in 2 pieces. All right, so sentence number 1. Sally wants to break up with her boyfriend. This is like the relationship, right? They broke up. He went this way and she went that way. They broke up. All right, they're not together anymore. So break up, it's kind of like an upward movement. All right, and separate, divide. Divide into smaller pieces is what this up means. All right, so number 2, my dog chews up my socks. All right, so that means he breaks them into small pieces when he chews up. My dog likes to chew up my socks. All right, dogs are like that sometimes. Number 3, I always crack up after my brother tells me a joke. Means I laugh so hard. I have to hold my body here. I laugh so hard, you feel your body is about to break, right? And number 4, Sally wants to rip up old pictures of her boyfriend. So rip up means just tear everything into little pieces, right? Lots of pieces. Rip up. All right. So my students, after all of that information, let's check to see if you understand the lesson. Let's take a quiz. All right? Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1. Which verb phrase means to search for information? A, turn up, B, break up, or C, look up? C, look up. The answer is C, look up. Number 2, in which sentence does up mean to appear? A, after the conversation, we hung up. B, when I sit up straight, I have more energy. Or C, John showed up at the party around 10 p.m. Answer C, John showed up at the party around 10 p.m. All right, number 3. In which sentence does up mean to feel better? A, Natasha cheered up after lunch. B, I don't know where to look up the answer. Or C, Adam's puppy chewed up his new shoes. Answer A, Natasha cheered up after lunch. All right, number 4. I accidentally blank some important papers. A, hung up, B, ripped up, or C, broke up. All right, answer is B, ripped up. You rip up paper. All right, paper is to rip. All right, very good, my students. Tell me how many you got right in the comments below. All right, and as always, I want you to ask me any questions in the comments. I will answer them. And also, I'm going to have a couple of websites so you can practice more of these prepositions with up, and also some other activities that you can do. And as always, I'm so happy that you stayed and watched with me and learned something. And I'll see you next week. Take care.